Okay, I'm going to do a boil test this morning with my new Trangia alcohol stove I just got. Kind of excited to try it out. Here I have my Firebox, and this is the cotton delivery bag that these come in. We put them in these bags to protect them during shipping, and they do work as a carrying case, but probably not the best solution for a long-term carrying case. But they, depending upon how much you're planning on using your Firebox, it might really last you quite a while. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and remember, don't ever try to pry this ash pan off with your fingers. Just open it up like a book, and it pops off into your hand. I'll go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to set this up in this position. Put my alcohol stove in there, light it up, and I'm going to go ahead and close the damper. And I might do some tests, maybe not today, but I would like to see what the boiling time difference is if you have the damper open versus closed. And while that's coming to a blossom fairly quickly here. I did have some alcohol kind of on the rim there, which I guess speeds things up a bit, but I can hear it making some noise, so let me find my stopwatch. Okay, I've got 2 cups of cold water here. I'll go ahead and put on, and I think this is a blossom. It's really bright out here, and I don't have any experience with this Trangia burner, so I'm just going to hope that that is fully blossomed, and go ahead and start this. Okay, so I have my timer started on my phone. I'll be watching that. And I think I'll pull this camera off so I can maybe give you a little bit of a better view. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. Let's see what happens there. Now, for some of the preppers watching this, I just wanted to say kind of some of the advantages to an alcohol stove is that the fuel is a little more readily available than a lot of other fuels are. And some preppers actually like to use grain alcohol that you get from the liquor store because you can use it so many ways. You can actually barter with it. You can cook with it if you have an alcohol burner, and you can use it as an antiseptic. And I've heard of people actually, talking about how you can use it as defense by making the bottles into Molotov cocktails. So I don't know about that, but anyway, you can use denatured alcohol, or you can, and usually at most gas stations you can find a product called Heat, which is a fuel line dryer. It gets moisture out of your fuel, so it's really quite readily available, easy to get, and it's fairly inexpensive too. So it's a great fuel to consider as emergency preparedness. As an emergency preparedness option. It can also be used to help you start a fire. So if you were using the Firebox just with wood, just put a little bit of that in on top of the wood and help you get it going and easily if you're cold and tired, or maybe your wood's a little bit wet. Okay, we're at about 6 minutes. Oh, and we almost have a boil. This is actually starting to roll a little bit, so I'm going to pull this camera off. This pan doesn't rattle when it boils. You can see that edge, that front edge is actually boiling. It's not boiling everywhere yet, but I'm going to lower this wind damper and see if that just allows the heat to go both directions. That may have been a more efficient way to use this, at least with these conditions. Let's see if that causes the flame to develop on both sides, or the boil to develop. Oh yeah, now it's boiling all the way across. So there's our water boiling. I'll try a few different things as well. I want to try the boil plate with a Olicamp cup in it, and I also want to try the 40-ounce water bottle. So look forward to a couple of those videos in the future. Now we got a rip, snort, and boil going. See, now this breeze is picking up. I'm going to go ahead and close this and see if that helps things out. Yeah, certainly did. Okay, this has been running for a while. I actually reviewed my whole video and came back to it. I don't know how long it's been, at least another 10 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and remove this pot. Okay, I'm going to snuff this with the cap here, put it out. I guess you're not supposed to run the alcohol stoves completely empty, because the metal gets too hot when you do that, and it's not good for it. So I'll go ahead and put that out and let it cool down now. And once it's cooled down, I'll fold everything up and put it away. Thanks for watching.